Hello, and welcome back to English Chatroom Podcast. This is the space for listen, repeat, shadow, and improve your English at a natural, slow pace. I am Rose, your English learning trainer. Today, we're talking about small talk, those short, easy conversations that help us connect with others in daily life. You'll learn how to begin friendly conversations with people around you, at work, in a shop, at the gym, or even with a neighbor. In this episode, I'll teach you 100 simple and useful small talk starters you can use in real life. We'll explore what small talk is, why it matters, and how to use it naturally when talking to people. I'll speak slowly. I'll use simple words. I'll repeat key ideas so you can follow along and practice with me. Every phrase comes with a short explanation and a real example. You'll also have time to repeat after me. Let's begin. What is small talk? So, what is small talk? Small talk means short, friendly conversations about everyday topics. It's not deep. It's not serious. It's light and casual. We use it all the time in daily life. For example, someone might say, "Beautiful day today," or "Did you have a good weekend?" These short sentences help us start conversations with people we may not know well. You'll hear small talk everywhere in offices, schools, shops, coffee places, gyms, and even while waiting in line. It helps break the silence, it makes the atmosphere friendly, and it shows you're open to talking. We don't talk about politics or serious problems in small talk. Instead, we talk about the weather, traffic, the weekend, or coffee. Simple topics, easy phrases. You don't need perfect grammar. You don't need big words. You just need short, natural sentences. And today, I'll help you learn 100 of them. Let's begin with one of the most common topics for small talk, the weather. Talking about the weather, let's start with the weather. Weather is something everyone experiences, so it's a great topic to begin a light conversation. Here's the first one. Beautiful day, isn't it? We say this when it's sunny and nice outside. You can say it to a coworker, a neighbor, or even someone walking past you. Now you repeat, "Beautiful day, isn't it?" Here's another one. It's really cold out today. This is a simple way to talk about cold weather. Maybe it's winter or early in the morning. You can use this at a bus stop or in a shop. Now you repeat, "It's really cold out today." Next one, "Looks like it's going to rain." We use this when the sky is gray and cloudy. You can say it when you're outside or waiting for a bus with someone. Now you repeat, "Looks like it's going to rain." Try this one. "This heat is something else." We say this when the weather is very hot. It's a friendly way to show surprise or just start a chat. Now you repeat, "This heat is something else." You can also say, "It's been raining for days." This is a good phrase when you've had wet weather all week. Now you repeat, "It's been raining for days." Another one. "The weather's been strange lately." This means the weather keeps changing. Maybe it's sunny one day and cold the next. Now you repeat, "The weather's been strange lately." Try this cheerful one. "Finally, some sun." You can use this after many cloudy or rainy days. It's a happy way to start a conversation. Now you repeat, "Finally, some sun." Here's a common winter phrase. "It's freezing out there." This means it's very, very cold. We often say this when we come inside from the cold. Now you repeat, "It's freezing out there." Another positive one. Feels like spring is coming. Say this when the weather starts to warm up after winter. It's hopeful and friendly. Now you repeat. Feels like spring is coming. And here's the last one for this topic. I didn't expect snow today. This is something you say when it suddenly starts snowing and you weren't ready for it. Now you repeat, I didn't expect snow today. Small talk at work now. Let's look at small talk you can use in the workplace, in an office, in a shop, or even during an online meeting. These phrases help build good relationships. They show you're friendly and open. Here's one you can use anytime. Busy day today. This is a friendly question. It means, do you have a lot to do? You can say this in the hallway or at the coffee machine. Now you repeat, busy day today. Another one, how's your project going? This shows interest in someone's work. Now you repeat, how's your project going? Try this one. Did you catch the meeting this morning? We use this to talk about a meeting that already happened. Now you repeat, did you catch the meeting this morning? Here's a casual phrase. I could use another coffee. It means you're tired and need more energy. It often makes people smile. Now you repeat, I could use another coffee. You can also say, weekend's almost here. This is a fun way to talk to people near the end of the week. Now you repeat, weekend's almost here. Here's another one. It's been a long day. This means the workday feels tiring, but it's said in a light way. Now you repeat, it's been a long day. Try this observation. It's really quiet in the office today. Use this when things feel slower or fewer people are around. Now you repeat. It's really quiet in the office today. Here's a friendly question. Any plans after work? This shows interest in the other person's evening. Now you repeat. Any plans? After work, you can also say, that meeting took forever. This is something you say after a long or tiring meeting. Now you repeat, that meeting took forever. And finally, nice to meet you in person. Use this when you see someone face to face for the first time. After meeting online. Now you repeat, nice to meet you in person. Small talk in public places. Now let us talk about small talk in public places like cafes, buses, shops, trains, or waiting areas. Even a short sentence can make the moment feel more human and friendly. You don't have to say much, just a few words to show kindness. Let's begin with this one. Is this seat taken? We use this when we want to sit next to someone, maybe on a train, in a coffee shop, or in a waiting room. Now you repeat, is this seat taken? Try this one. The line's really slow today. Say this when you're waiting in a queue and things are moving slowly. It's a way to connect with someone nearby. Now you repeat, the line's really slow today. Here's another easy one. Pretty busy in here today. This is a simple way to comment when a place is full of people, like a busy cafe or supermarket. Now, you repeat, pretty busy in here today. Next. I come here a lot. Use this when you're a regular customer. It can open up a short conversation. Now you repeat, I come here a lot. Here's a nice one to say at a cave or mall heart. The coffee here is really good. You're sharing your opinion in a friendly way. It might invite the other person to agree or respond. Now you repeat, the coffee here is really good. Try this useful question. Do you know what time they close? This is polite and helpful. You can ask it in shops, libraries, or museums. Now you repeat, do you know what time they close? Here's another comment. It's a long wait today. We use this when something is taking time, maybe in a clinic or a bank. Now, you repeat, it's a long wait today. Try this one. It's my first time here. Say this when visiting a new place. It's friendly and shows you're open to chatting. Now you repeat, it's my first time here. This one's great for positive energy. Nice place, isn't it? Say this when the place is clean, cozy, or interesting. Now you repeat, nice place, isn't it? And one more. Do you come here often? This is a classic small talk question. It's polite and shows interest. Now you repeat, do you come here often? Small talk with neighbors. Now let's talk about neighbors. The people who live near you. You may not know them very well, but it's always nice to be polite and friendly. Here's one you can use when you pass by someone. How's everything going? It's a casual way to ask, how are you? Now you repeat, how's everything going? Try this one. Your garden looks beautiful. This is a nice compliment. You can say it when you notice flowers, plants, or a clean front yard. Now you repeat, your garden looks beautiful. Here's a light and happy one. Perfect day for a walk, isn't it? Say this if you see a neighbor walking their dog or coming back from the park. Now you repeat, perfect day for a walk, isn't it? Try this if you meet someone new. Did you just move in? A kind question that makes a new neighbor feel welcome. Now you repeat, did you just move in? Say this to offer support. Let me know if you ever need anything. It's helpful and kind, especially for new or elderly neighbors. Now you repeat, let me know if you ever need anything. Here's something a bit funny and familiar. I think we have the same delivery driver. Say this when you notice you both get deliveries around the same time. Now you repeat, I think we have the same delivery driver. Here's a practical one. Do you know when the trash gets picked up? This is helpful when you're new or unsure about the schedule. Now you repeat, do you know when the trash gets picked up? If your neighbor has a pet, try this. Your cat is adorable. People love hearing compliments about their pets. Now you repeat, your cat is adorable. Say this on a peaceful day. Feels quiet on the street today. It's a nice observation and could lead to a friendly chat. Now you repeat. Feels quiet on the street today, and here's one for someone you recognize. Nice seeing you again. It's polite and warm even if you don't know their name. Now you repeat, nice seeing you again. Small talk at social events. Now let's look at small talk you can use at social events, like weddings, birthdays, parties, or work gatherings. These events are great places to meet new people, and you don't have to say anything big or clever. Just be friendly. Start with this. Hi, I'm Rose. What's your name? Simple and friendly. Great for meeting someone for the first time.
Someone for the first time. Now you repeat. Hi, I'm Rose. What's your name? Try this one. How do you know the host? A polite question that helps find a connection. Now you repeat. How do you know the host? Say this at a new place or event. Have you been here before? It's a nice, soft way to start a chat. Now you repeat. Have you been here before? Give a compliment. I really like your outfit. It's warm and kind, and makes people feel good. Now you repeat. I really like your outfit. Try this one. The food's amazing, isn't it? Everyone likes to talk about food. It's always a safe topic. Now you repeat. The food's amazing, isn't it? If it's very busy, say, Is it always this crowded here? It's an easy way to comment on the environment. Now you repeat, is it always this crowded here? If you think you've seen someone before, say, you look familiar. Have we met? This opens a door to light conversation. Now you repeat, you look familiar. Have we met? Ask this to learn more about someone. Where are you from? It shows interest and helps keep the conversation going. Now you repeat, where are you from? You can also say, what do you do? A polite way to ask about their job or daily life. Now you repeat, what do you do? And when the chat is ending, it was great meeting you. A nice and respectful way to say goodbye. Now you repeat, it was great meeting you. Small talk during travel. Travel is full of little moments where you can make small talk at the airport, on a plane, in a taxi, or even while waiting at a bus stop. Just a simple sentence can make the experience feel lighter and more pleasant. Here's a good one to start with. Is this your first time here? It's a great question to ask someone visiting the same city or country. Now you repeat, is this your first time here? Try this friendly question. Where are you headed? This means, where are you going? Good for trains, buses, or airports. Now you repeat, where are you headed? This one works when you're both new to a place. Do you know how long the ride takes? It shows interest and invites a simple answer. Now you repeat, do you know how long the ride takes? Try this one in a shared taxi or ride. Not a bad day for travel. It's an easy, casual comment about the weather or road conditions. Now you repeat, not a bad day for travel. Say this if there's a delay. Looks like we're running a bit late. This shares the moment with the other person, without complaining. Now you repeat, looks like we're running a bit late. Here's something useful on a plane. Is this your final destination? It's a polite way to ask if this is where the person is going. Now you repeat, is this your final destination? Try this at the airport. That security line was really long. A light comment to start a conversation after the airport check. Now you repeat, that security line was really long. This one is for when you're seated next to someone. I always forget how small these seats are. It's humorous and relatable, especially on airplanes. Now you repeat, I always forget how small these seats are. Try this if someone looks unsure. Need help with your luggage? A kind offer. Always appreciated. Now you repeat, need help with your luggage? And here's a nice one for international travel. Is this your first time in this country? Perfect for tourists or business travelers. Now you repeat, is this your first time in this country? Small talk about the weekend. Weekends are a popular topic for small talk, both before and after they happen. Talking about the weekend is easy and helps you connect with people naturally. Let's start with this question. Got any plans for the weekend? This is common on Fridays, a great way to start a light conversation. Now you repeat, got any plans for the weekend? Try this if you're feeling relaxed. Can't wait for the weekend. This shows excitement, and it's something many people agree with. Now you repeat, can't wait for the weekend. Try this after the weekend is over. How was your weekend? It shows you care and want to hear about someone's time. Now you repeat, how was your weekend? Here's a reply or a comment. Pretty quiet weekend, just stayed in. It means you didn't go out, but it was peaceful. Now you repeat, pretty quiet weekend, Just stayed in. Try this one. Went hiking with some friends. Simple and clear. You can replace hiking with any activity. Now you repeat. Went hiking with some friends. Say this if you did something special. Had a great time at the beach. You can also say, had a great time at the park, or had a great time with family. Now you repeat, had a great time at the beach. Try this polite question. Did you do anything fun? Short, kind, and helps keep the conversation going. Now you repeat, did you do anything fun? Try this if you're planning something soon. Thinking of going out this weekend. It shares a little about you and might lead to more talk. Now you repeat, thinking of going out this weekend. Here's a nice one for Mondays. The weekend went by too fast. Everyone understands this feeling. It's very common. Now you repeat, the weekend went by too fast. And this one is simple and friendly. Hope you had a nice weekend. It's polite, even if you don't want to start a longer chat. Now you repeat, hope you had a nice weekend. Final words, that's it for today's episode of English Unleashed. You've learned dozens of real small talk phrases for daily life, at work, at events, while traveling, and more. Remember, you don't need perfect grammar or big words. Just a smile, a friendly tone, and one simple sentence. That's all it takes to start a conversation. Now, practice shadowing these phrases again. Repeat them with me. Say them out loud. Use them in your day-to-day life, and watch your confidence grow. This is English Chatroom Podcast, your place to speak, repeat, shadow, and grow your English step by step. Thanks for listening, and I'll see you in the next episode. Take care, and happy speaking.